Okay, welcome. Prop the mic here. How we doing?
Welcome. Very nice greeting there.
Welcome.
Welcome. We're doing great. I took a minute. We're going to do a quick show today, but I took a minute to just recap last night. It was quite a night of basketball.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Obviously headlined by LeBron breaking the record, which was exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Should have known that he was going to break it when he walked in with that like dapper black suit. That just looked like
he came to get it done.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cam Thomas nailed his third 40-point game in a row. So if he keeps that up, like we were saying yesterday, he'll break LeBron's record in 11 years. And then Devin Booker returned 19 points in 26 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Completely overshadowed was Jokic getting a triple-double in a half a game. Right?
Wild.
And then tonight we got Kyrie's first game in Dallas. So
and he's playing?
He's playing.
All right.
Luka's out, but Kyrie's in.
Interesting.
It's a good time to be an NBA fan.
That's for sure. It's going to be exciting. And from now till tomorrow with seems like a lot of moves about to happen. So.
Yeah, I can't wait. All right, so we were each tasked with finding our favorite 5 picks.
Yep.
I'll just caveat. I attempted to make all my picks have like less than 10, units, whatever that is.
All right.
I was going for the bottom of the barrel.
Okay.
But I failed with the last one. Actually, I failed kind of with 2 of them. But how do you want to do this? You want to just like give me your favorite pick?
My favorite pick. Okay. All right. We could do that.
And then if I have one from the same game, I'll jump in.
Okay, let's start. My first one, I think he might be my favorite guy today, Terry Rozier. Combo guards against Washington is one of the best matchups today.
Right.
So I couldn't decide which way to go with him. I like his 3.5 assists, but it's minus 145. He's done it in 16 of 18 on 2 days rest. 9 of 10 on 2 days rest on the road, and 6 of his last 7 against Washington, including all 3 times they played this season. So I like it, but I don't love that juice there. So I think I might just go with his points, 22.5 points. It's minus 105. He's done it in 8 of 10 overall. And the last 2 times he played on extra rest, he put up 31 and 34. So not as much historical evidence, but given this primo matchup, I think I'm going to go with Rozier points here.
Okay. He didn't have I was looking at Terry. His assists were popping because I think he had 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Last time he played Washington, or maybe the average of those games. He doesn't seem to score as much against Washington, right?
Yeah. Maybe we should do a PA play here.
Maybe.
Or just go. You're telling me just go with the assists.
Yeah, I think so.
This is a head-to-head competition.
Right. Why am I giving you a tips? Yeah, go with Terry points. Because we're even if we compete, we're a team. So
That's right. All right. So I'll go with the assists.
All right. Terry assists, 3.5 assists.
Yeah.
Give you a nice, easy minus 145.
Yeah.
Or you can wait. What I like to do when I don't like the juice, wait. And you roll the dice and you let the game play out for 2 minutes. Hopefully he doesn't get an assist, and then you jump on that 4 assists for minus 120. So
yeah. All right.
Let me give you my favorite. All right. This is ridiculous. PJ Tucker, 2.5 points.
What? That's a line?
That's a line. You can't find it at DraftKings or FanDuel, but I think it was available at MGM. They also what DraftKings did have was 1-3 at minus 110. So basically, that's the way you can attack it there. But in his last game versus Boston, he had 6 points. He is averaging 2.5 3-point attempts in his last 10 games, getting 22 minutes of playing time. And let's see what he's hit this in 7 out of 9 games on 2 days rest. and 5 out of the last 10 games. What was encouraging in his most recent game against the Knicks, he had 10 points, which was just 2 nights ago.
Okay.
Also encouraging, he hits us 73% of the time away and only 54% of the time at home. So
okay,
it's such a ridiculous thing to dissect a 3-point line, but I kind of love it. I think he'll get a 3-point.
He'll get a 3. I mean, it's basically comes down to will he get a 3? Yeah.
So if you can find the line, I think MGM or I think it's at MGM. So go for it.
All right. I just, I guess, just while we're on this game, I just bring up combo guards against Philly have been done really well this season. So Boston has 2, Brogdon and White. I'm on both of those guys today, but I won't go further into it because this is a short podcast. 5 picks each.
Okay. Are those your picks? Are you picking them?
No, I'm not.
Oh, you just like them.
I just wanted to highlight, I went through all the games and there was a bunch of players I liked, but then we decided to go 5 each. So it just was,
you just didn't
want to let some of my, all this beautiful work go to waste,
I mean, Derek White's, I think, crossed his points line in 7 or 8 straight games. So
6 straight without Marcus Smart.
6 straight without Marcus Smart. So that's also a good, I would like that play. All right, go ahead. Give me your next best.
My next best. Okay, this is your guy from the other day. The probably, top 1 or 2 matchup on the board is Biggs against the Spurs.
Okay.
So we're going to go with Chris Bobby Boucher over 17.5 PR minus 110. He had 25 PR against the Spurs on November 2nd. That was 17 points and 8 boards. And he's done this in 5 of 7 games this season where OG's been out, and he continues to be out.
That happened to be one of my 5 as well.
All right, then we're going to change it up then.
No, we're not.
No, we're not having any of the same picks. I have alternates. For this very reason.
I went with points, so I had over 10.5 points at minus 120.
Okay.
Last 3 games, 16, 11, and 17, and like you said, he had 17 points against the Spurs.
Yes.
So we can both play Boucher and play different variations of him.
Okay.
I also kind of like the potential that somebody could get scratched in that game, and give this guy more playing time. So,
I like this game. Although I also like Gary Trent. I like combo guards against the Spurs is a great play. So Gary Trent is definitely somebody I looked at today. And then also on the Toronto side, wings and point guards. I don't know why there's no lines out for the Spurs yet, besides Pirtle. But Keldon Johnson and Trey Jones are both great plays in this game.
Keldon Johnson's a beast.
Yeah.
All right. I guess you get to go again.
Okay. Next favorite play, Biggs against the Pacers. Bam Adebayo. 32.5 PR minus 110. He's done this his last 2 games on 3 days rest. He put up 36 against Milwaukee and 35 against Dallas. 2 great defensive teams, and now he's playing the worst defensive team in the league. Hopefully this game's not a blowout. That'd be the only concern here. I don't have a lot of other stats to back it up. It's just hard to pass up on this great matchup.
Yeah, the Sharps were on the Pacers +7, so I don't think this is going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be a close game. Actually.
All right, I like it.
Pacers are playing decently.
Like Bam even more then.
Okay. Do I have anybody in those games? No. All right, Ricky Rubio.
Okay.
3.5 assists. It is minus 140. He's done this in 5 straight games. 6 of his last 10 games, which is basically his entire season because he was out for most of the season.
Yeah.
And 6 for 6 when playing 17 plus minutes. So at home, the Cavs are at home playing against Detroit. The line is like 1 million points. There's a good chance this will be a 30-point blowout. So I could see him getting extended minutes today. And even without that, even if he plays his normal 17, 18 minutes, he's a good play here.
All right. I like it. You've been feeling Rubio since he came back, admiring the game.
He's just got so much court vision. Like he's he's just a broken broken man because he's been playing professionally since he was 14 years old.
Yeah, body just can't hold up anymore.
Right. All right.
A lot of miles.
Who else you got? Who's your fourth pick?
My fourth pick is in the
NBA draft.
In the Sacramento-Houston game.
Yes.
So another one of your like top 5 matchups today is point guards against the Rockets. So I'm going to go with Mr. De'Aaron Fox, over 30.5 points and assists, -110. He's done this his last 7 of 10 on the road, last 7 of 10 with a day rest on the road. That's all the stats I got for you. It's happening. This game is going to go over. A lot of points scored. Go with Fox.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about this game to close out the show, but I'm running one back. Actually, my last 2 plays are from this game, both on the Houston side, though. First, I got Eric Gordon with 1 steal. I'm running that back. 8 straight games. And in the matchup on February 6th is the last game these 2 teams played.
Mm-hmm.
He had 2 steals. So it went from -108 last time we played it, I think, to -121, but still really good value considering he cashed that in the second quarter. So let's run him back again.
All right. Speaking of just while you're on Eric Gordon, if we were going longer today, he would have been one of my other plays. I like his points and assists as well, 18.5. He's done it in 4 straight and just has been crushing it. Like 24, 33, 28, 31. So he's just like he's been on fire. And wings against the Kings is a great matchup.
Yeah, maybe he's positioning himself for a max deal after trade. Like Grant Williams, who is trying to get traded because he thinks he's worth $20 million a year.
Yeah.
All right, let me play my final play.
Yep.
Same game. Jalen Green, over 22.5 points.
That was my other play.
Nice. -130. It was also at 23.5 points, -104, depending on where you look. And the other would be 25 points at +120. They're all good.
Yeah.
3 games against Sacramento. He had 27, 27, and 26. All 3 of those games happened in the last 30 days. So there's a lot of recency.
And 2 of them without Kevin Porter, who remains out of the lineup.
Yeah, he's out today. Also, his home versus away splits. He's averaging in his last 10 games at home 23.3 points. In his last 10 games away, 20.3. So I like that. That's my play. Let's go with the 22.5 points. Also, if you want a little variation of that, you can look at his threes. 3 threes is -110. 4 is +255. Is +550. So in 2 of the 3 games he's played against the Kings, he's had 5 threes. So I think at +550.
Okay.
He's done that twice against the Kings and 5 other times this season. I think it's really good value.
Yeah, I actually like the. It's funny you point that out. I like these escalators on Green tonight. The one I was looking at was just his points, so I like the points. But I noticed that 4 of his last 5 games on 1-day rest, just within the last 4 games, he put up a 41 against Charlotte and a 42 against Minnesota. So I think betting him to have like 30 and 35 plus tonight are also great bets.
Yeah, definitely. And then just in general for this game, while we're on it, first matchup was Kings won by 20. Total was 250. Second matchup, Kings won by 25. The total was 253. And the third matchup, the Kings won by 20, and the total was 260. That one was at Houston. So, so I also like the over, 239.5. The Sharps are on the under for some reason. And I like the Kings -8.5. I think those are both good plays given the history and given how outmatched Houston is. So
nice. I like that. Yeah.
Do you have another play, or was Jalen Green your last one?
No. That wasn't. That was just one that I liked, but it wasn't one of my 5 picks. So I had trouble with this last one. It's in the Minnesota-Utah game. Maybe you can help me decide my last pick here. So it's between 2 guys. Point guards against Minnesota is a great matchup. So I liked Mike Conley. I looked at his points, 12.5 points. I also looked at his threes, 1.5 threes. He's done the threes in 6 straight games against Minnesota. He's covered the 12.5 points in 4 of his last 5 against Minnesota, and 7 of his last 10 at home. So I like that. But then you have on the other end, you have wings against the Jazz. So Anthony Edwards has been hot. So I was like, do I go with Edwards instead? So I looked all over with Edwards. He's got some really compelling numbers on a back-to-back, like 5.5 rebounds. He's done in 7 of 9 on a back-to-back. 4.5 assists. He's done in 6 straight games on a back-to-back. 38.5 par. He's cleared in 6 of 7 on a back-to-back. So I don't know. Where would you go? Conley or Ant-Man?
Well, I think there's a chance D'Angelo Russell could sit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
There's a story going out there about actually these two guys, Conley and Russell, getting swapped or part of a 3-way trade that would send, I think, Conley to
Clippers.
Conley to the Clippers. No, I don't remember who the third team was, but anyway, there's potential that all these guys could get sat if they. And they typically will make deals happen faster when the two teams are like in town playing each other. So I think something's going to happen. Yeah, something's going to happen tonight. So with that in mind, Ant-Man would be probably a good play. But
I lean that way also. I lean that way also just because I think part of the reason point guards against Minnesota has been so good is because you have D'Angelo Russell defense playing. And if he's like not playing or something happens and now you have a better defender guarding Mike Conley, maybe it's more difficult for him to get there. So I guess we can go with I just go with Edwards points, 27.5 points, minus 115. What do you think? Or the par, 38.5 par.
I don't know. This is a competition, man. You can't be asking me these questions.
I'm going to go with my gut and just go Ant, 27.5 points.
All right. That's good. You really don't like being put in a structured box here where you are limited to 5 picks.
It's so difficult.
You actually gave out like 9 if I counted correctly. But anyway, that was fun. Different way of approaching it, and we'll put up all 10 of those on Twitter, and we'll see how it goes.
All right, sounds good.
And feel free, Tom. Yeah. If your creative juices have more exciting picks to throw up there, feel free to throw some additional posts up on Twitter.
If I have some time, I'll put a few out there. Yeah.
All right. Very good.
All right. Enjoy the games. Work. You too.